there. I'll go ahead and, oh hush, it's just me, sorry. I'll go ahead and just show you this real quick. Hopefully the kids won't come home and make racket while I'm doing this. But what I do is I get my fabric and I cut it into, they're 7x9 pieces. And after I cut those, I take my iron, I go over to my ironing board and I just fold down this piece right here and iron it down just because it's easier to sew that way, for me anyway. And then I go ahead and sew that down. Let me do that real quick. And I do that for both. I have two pieces. Let me clip that off. Cut the threads off here. Okay, so once I do that, I have these. These are nose wires, I guess you can call them. But I get them, I can send you the link if you want to get some. The guy that does them owns a metal roofing business, and he's making these for free and sending them out to people. So I order like 500. I've ordered 2 boxes of 500. And I'm probably getting low now. I should probably get some more, but I just take this. These are really nice. I've gotten a lot of people saying how much they like, because they're wide and flat. Hold on, Denver. But I just stick this in there. See what I'm doing? And I center it. So I center it in. I don't want you to see me because I took a shower and that's it. I look awful. But I center it in the middle. And then once I do that, like, I find the edge and I just sew like a couple little lines just to keep that centered in the middle of that mask. So I just go back and forth a couple times and clip that off. I hope that makes sense. Once I'll show it to you here as soon as I get it. Well, it's sticking to me. But I sew each end. So that way that nose wire doesn't slip around. Okay, so see, I got it centered, and then I put these little, just to keep that so it doesn't ride over this way or that way while you're wearing it. Or, I mean, once you bend it, it probably wouldn't, but, you know, just to keep it centered. And then, of course, you put the good side facing each other, like you're sewing a pillow or something. And I even up the ends. I just do that and kind of flatten it out. And then, I hope you can see this okay. It's kind of close. But see, I've got it flattened so it's inside out. And then I start on one side. And I go to the corner, but I leave about maybe a 1/4 inch or so at the corner. Now, these are the elastic I use. They're actually headbands that I cut in half. And I get them through a place. It's called threadies.com. So you can order them in bulk. And I just order a couple bags every week or so. There's 144 in them. They come like this. And you can order different color bags. Like this time I ordered, these have black, white, red, and navy blue, but they have like pastel colors. They have neutral colors. So you can order any color. I just go through, like last time I ordered a dark colored set and a pastel set, and this time I ordered these. So I just go and order different colors every so often. So I take and I cut them in half, like it's one big loop that I cut in half. So I get 2 of these. One headband, dang it, one headband makes one mask. So you just cut it, you know, I go through and just cut them in half. And so I take, I hope you can see this, and I flip this open and kind of fold that back like that. And then I take the corner of my elastic and put it up under that presser foot. And then I just go back and forth over it. I'm sorry, I'm getting messages. I go back and forth over that elastic a couple times just so it doesn't come loose. So I go back and forth. And then, you know, my needle's down in it. So I take it, fold it back, and turn it. And I push that elastic over to the side so it doesn't run over it and you end up with your elastic all the way down here. So I've got that. I put my presser foot back down and I go back over it this way once or twice. Sometimes it gets stuck, but that time I got lucky. And then I sew this side. And I get to this corner and I fold this back again. And I've got this elastic in here and I put that under the presser foot. You know, take it all the way down to about 1/4 inch and then put that under the presser foot. Go over it a couple times. Make sure your needle's down, turn it. And then I go back and forth again. And then sew across. Get back down to about 1/4 inch. Fold this back, and this is where you'll put your second piece of elastic in. Under the presser foot, go back and forth. Okay, and then fold it back, turn it. Make sure that elastic's pushed over to the side so it doesn't get stuck down here again. And then go back and forth. Go on down. Get to your last 1/4 inch again or so. Lift up that presser foot. Bring the, reach in there. You gotta kind of reach in there because it's a pocket now. And bring that elastic over. And just make sure it's not, I always feel to make sure it's not twisted because I've had a couple that got twisted and that wouldn't be comfortable when you're wearing them. So I just feel and make sure it's not twisted. Go back and forth. And make sure your needle's down. Do another turn. This is a little off, but it's okay. Once you turn it inside out, you won't notice. Go back and forth. And then go all the way down back to your, where I made that little mark where to hold the nose piece in. I go about, you know, almost to that point. And then I pull it out. I hope I'm describing this well enough. I'm not very good at describing how to do things. So if it doesn't make sense, just ask. Okay, now, see it's left the pocket. So you'll turn it inside out. Pull your elastic out. Let me get it here. Whew. I don't want you to see me. So it looks like this. You know, you got it back. And then this will be your pocket to put a filter in. And you can just use a coffee filter doubled over or 2 layers of a coffee filter. Just cut it and put it in there. But this is how it'll look. And now you want to put your pleats in. So what I do to put my pleats in, I just take it and flatten it out. I used to press them, but it just took so much time. So this is just easier, but I take it and I flatten it out on the table. You can't really see this. Let me see if I can crop that so you can see a little better. Okay. So what I do is I take each end and kind of pull it. This isn't a good, here, let me try this. I wonder if that'll work. No. Oh, that's better. Okay. So I take and I just pull it tight and then fold it up like that. And that'll make your first pleat. And then when I do that, let me move my machine back over. I take and I put that pleat under the presser foot and put it down so it holds it. See what I've done? And then I go ahead and pleat the second pleat. So I pull it tight so it makes that, and then I just fold it up and hold that pleat down like that. And then I go ahead and sew the pleat forward, backward, and I just move it over and forward and backward again, just to hold that tight. Okay. And then I'm gonna move this back again. And then I do the same with this, you know, just pleat this. It's easier on this side because it's already pleated on the other, so it kind of holds its shape. But I got it held down, and I get on there, go back, forward, back, and this I have to lift up because it gets stuck, so I gotta fix that. Backwards, forward, and backward. Okay. And clip everything, make sure everything's trimmed up so there's no extra stuff hanging. Okay, there you go. So it's got the nose wire in there. It's got the pocket for a filter. It's all done. I hope that helps out. If not, just ask, you know, if you have any questions, just let me know. But I hope it helps you out. And if you need any information on like where I get the stuff, where I get the nose, the little nose things, and I told you Threadies, and then I buy all my fabric on Etsy just because it's easier to get on there, and people always have just what they have in stock. Where I tried to order from Joann's the other day, and I put in my order, they took my money out, and then they had to cancel the order because they didn't have it, what I wanted. So I always just go to Etsy, and the people there are really easy to work with. Plus they're small business, you know, they're little business people, so that helps them out some too. It's a little more expensive, not too much, but if you want to know like which ones I get my fabric from, I can let you know that too. I have some really great ones, like they get the fabric out the same day usually. So if you have any more questions, just let me know. Thanks. Bye.